Hi everyone, welcome to Bloq Brings Answers. My name is Jacqueline Cook and I am so excited to be your host for today's session. Bloq Brings Answers is a series of online videos where we bring in experts to answer questions, interesting questions, given the unique challenges that we've faced in the past weeks. Today, we will address questions about the job market. How do we adapt as employees, employers, and as applicants? To help give answers, we have with us my dear friend, Connie Barrientos-Carey. We go way back when we started our HR careers years ago. And while I love her for her sharp wit and our enduring love for sweets, she is best known in professional circles as the founder and president of Aleph Talent Solutions Corporation. She is also a Society of Human Resources Management certified professional. Connie, welcome to Bloq Brings Answers. I'm so glad to have you with me today.
And I'm glad to do this with you, Jack. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining all of us today.
So we are going to divide our time with Connie into 3 segments. The first one is what we'll have today, where we talk specifically about the shifts in the job market. So Connie, as a headhunter, you are in the front seats witnessing how the job market has changed. Can you tell us about what you've observed?
Definitely there has been changes with the recruitment process, and we're grateful for it because has been what we've been hoping for the longest time. We've been asking companies to consider over the phone processes and online processes, to address the problem of traffic and to address the problem with fallouts. Because one of our recruiters' biggest problem is a number of no-shows to interview. So now that finally, since we're on lockdown, companies have started doing it over the phone and started doing interviews online. Also, a lot of the traditional industries have really suffered, particularly real estate, tourism, hospitality, and food, restaurants, and the typical admin side of things. A lot of our applications come from accountants who have recently lost their jobs, people who have worked in hotels, particularly in the front desk. And a lot of people who were in the construction and real estate industries. And now we have a more pronounced need for IT people, for tech people, for people in digital marketing, and people who know e-commerce. And of course, given the situation, there's also a very massive need for efficient supply chain and logistics people.
So it sounds like not only have companies changed how they've hired, they also have changed who they're hiring.
Yes, definitely.
And so what kind of industries you mentioned, e-commerce have flourished, you see more hiring there. What would you say is the moving forward in terms of the number of job openings there are out in the market? Is it net the same, or has it increased or decreased?
It's actually like, according to a report, there's only been 19% of a decrease in hiring, but that 19% for BPO industries in the IT industry is not even very worrying. Because in our case, for example, this is just for one client. We have to hire 800 people by September. And come December, we will need to hire about 2,000. And that's just one client. This is discounting the need for tech support, the need for help desk analysts, the need for graphic designers and content writers who work online. So there is an increase in hiring, albeit in a different industry. It's more digital and IT.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so companies have change, as you've said, by necessity. The
Yes.
hiring process has changed.
Yes.
Have you seen some companies adapt faster and some slower? And what are the benefits you've seen in companies that have, changed quickly?
I'm really proud to be a BPO baby. We started in BPOs in 2014. And the great thing about BPO and IT companies is that we're used to working really fast and being efficient. We were given by the government to come up with a business plan in 48 hours to make sure that people work from home so they don't go out and cross borders. Imagine 48 hours to make sure that at least 2,000 people are working from home. And these companies have adapted really quickly and they're flourishing. They're doing very well. Right now, given the situation, you either sink or swim. You need to adapt fast or you really have to shut down.
That is mind-boggling. 48 hours to shift how you work completely.
Exactly.
The
It's insane, the logistics of it all. Like I've seen my HR friends, and they've done a great job. And for them to do that, while volunteering to take pay cuts to save jobs and make sure that everything is working, so that they're sure that they're also delivering for clients and at the same time following government rules. It really does make you proud and it's very awe-inspiring.
the things that we do in order to stay relevant and be able to still address the needs of both our employees and also the need to run a good business as
Yes.
employers, right?
Mhm.
So we do have other questions for you, Connie, which we would like to pursue in our next segment. We'd like to know if you think that these are long-term effects of the pandemic, or can we somehow go back to the way things were? How do we move forward? And we're going to explore those answers, your answers, in the next segment of Bloq Brings Answers. For everybody who's been watching, thank you so much for joining us. I, again, am your host, Jacqueline Cook, and this video is brought to you by Bloq Residences. We will see you next time.